Good morning everyone. Welcome to your physics class. We were studying some previous year board questions from all chapters in serial way. Alright, till now we have reached from backwards this chapter, which is moving charges and magnetism. In previous or yesterday class, I have solved some questions from moving charges and magnetism chapter. But this question I want to discuss today. This is from CBSE 2020, and one more question which is a type of question that is usually asked in CBSE. These two questions I am going to discuss from this chapter, and then we will start our next chapter, that is current electricity. Alright, so come to this question. An alpha particle is accelerated through a potential difference of 10 kilovolt. Alright, and moves along x-axis, means alpha particle is accelerated through a potential difference, that is V equals to 2 into 10 V equals to 10 kilovolts. This alpha particle is moving along x-axis. This is alpha particle. It is moving along x-axis, so this direction is x. It enters a region of uniform magnetic field. Consider this to be uniform magnetic field region. This is uniform magnetic field region of 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 Tesla. Alright, acting along y-axis. So it is from bottom to top, it is along y-axis. So it is vector B. Alright, magnitude of vector B is given. We have to calculate, we have to find the radius of its path, radius of path of alpha particle. Alright, mass of alpha particle, that is 6.4 into 10 to the power minus 27 kilogram is given to us. So for solution, we know when a positive particle enters a magnetic field, it takes a circular path. Alright, so that circular path will have some radius. Alright, so that radius we want to calculate. As we know from the relation, R is equals to mv upon qb. This R is equals to mv upon qb is our required radius, when m is mass of the particle, v is speed of the particle, q is charge of the particle, and capital B is magnetic field. Alright, so as we know, we have given potential through which particle is getting accelerated. We don't know speed, so we want to convert this expression as the expression containing potential. Alright, so I am writing it here. This I am converting it into potential form. Alright, कि यहाँ पे पोटेंशियल एक्सप्रेशन भी रहे mv है ना. काइनेटिक एनर्जी k इज इक्वल्स टू होता है हाफ mv स्क्वायर, एंड दैट काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज इक्वल्स टू चार्ज मल्टीप्लाइड बाय द पोटेंशियल q कैपिटल V. Alright, so I am converting this expression into kinetic energy. So I am making it half mv square. Alright, या तो फिर हम इसको ऐसे भी कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. आप इसको इस तरह से कर लीजिए कि as we know, kinetic energy k is equals to q times potential. This we know. Alright, this kinetic energy is half mv square. Half mv square is equals to qv. This we know. Here this v is speed, this v is potential. Now take to this side and multiply whole equation with small m. So it will be m square v square. This 2 is multiplied here, and one more is also at q v. This is the expression. Now take mv only. Take root over of 2q mv. This is the value for mv. I am putting this mv here. R is equals to root over of 2q m capital V upon, this time this was a small v and this is capital V, potential q b, or root q multiplied by 1 root q here. So this will be root over of 2m capital V divided by b root q. Now put the values. We are going to put the values. Root over of 2. M is mass of alpha particle given here. 6.4 into 10 to the power minus 27 multiplied by 10 kilovolt potential. 10 into 10 to the power 3 volt potential divided by root q b. B is 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. But here we have to be very careful, that is the value of q. For alpha particle, the charge is 2 times of the charge of the proton. Alright, so this will be root over of 2 into 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Alright, so this is what we want. Now solve this and you will get the value. Alright, all these are proper squares, perfect squares. This you can make perfect squares. So take these all outside. 2 and it is 6.4. Make this 64 by dividing 10. So 10 power minus 26 यहाँ बचना चाहिए, है ना. 64 और ये 2. तो ये सारी चीजों को जो सॉल्व करके आपकी जो वैल्यू आएगी, ये आएगी लगभग 10 मीटर के अराउंड. ठीक है, तो आप इसको सॉल्व करिएगा एंड यू विल गेट योर आंसर, दैट इज 10 meters. आंसर विल बी 10 meters. आप यहाँ 16 में 1.6 को 16 बना लीजिएगा. रूट टू कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा. 64 का 8 आप कर सकते हैं और सॉल्व करके 10 मीटर आ जाएगा. ऑलराइट, नाउ कम टू अनदर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम द सेम चैप्टर. This question says two identical coils P and Q, two identical coils P and Q, each of radius capital R, carrying current root 3 and 1 ampere and root 3 ampere respectively are placed concentrically, एक ही सेंटर पे concentrically and perpendicular to each other, all right. Next is lying in xy and yz plane. Alright, I am going to make this figure, then we will read the next part of the question, that is two coils. One is in xy plane, consider this to be z direction, x direction and y direction. So first coil is in xy plane, center is O. In this current is 1 ampere. Another coil which is perpendicular and concentric. Alright, so take another coil which is perpendicular and having same center. So center will be O. This time second coil is in YZ plane, this thing. Alright, this coil has √3 ampere current. Alright, the radius of both the coil is capital R, means same. So we have to calculate what? Find the direction and magnitude of the net magnetic field. Find the direction and magnitude of the net magnetic field. Alright, so firstly understand the figure. For first coil, that is which is in xy plane, the magnetic field magnitude from the Fleming's right hand rule, you can easily see that it is in which direction? For this part, second coil, this magnetic field will be in this direction P2. ये वाला जो magnetic field बना, ये perpendicular वाली coil के कारण, alright, क्योंकि current ऐसे बह रही है. और ये वाला जो magnetic, ये वाली जो coil है, this will make magnetic field B1, which is perpendicular to the plane. Alright, so we have to calculate the magnitude of the resultant magnetic field. So there will be a magnetic field which is somewhere in this direction. If I say this resultant magnetic field is B and it is making theta with B1 direction. So we have to calculate the magnitude of the magnetic field and direction of the magnetic field. As you can easily see, the magnitude can be calculated using the vector addition. So resultant will be very easy. Resultant B is equals to root over of B1 square plus B2 square. This is the magnitude. Alright, you can say the magnitude of B. This will be for first. अब मैं यहाँ पे एक्सप्रेशंस लिख दे रहा हूँ. B1 B2 की वैल्यू कैसे आएगी? आपको याद होगा हमने पढ़ा था करंट कैरिंग ड्यू टू अ सर्कुलर कॉइल. The magnetic field generated will be mu naught I by 2R. Mu naught I by 2R. So for first B1 will be mu naught. 1 वाले करंट क्या है? 1 एम्पियर. तो mu naught into 1 by 2 रेडियस था. तो 1 को तो मल्टीप्लाई नहीं किया, लिख दिया. For B2 the magnitude will be mu naught. This time current is √3 ampere. √3 ampere by 2R. This will be the expression for B1 and B2. Put these values here. This will be mu naught by 2R whole square plus mu naught √3 by 2R whole square. So this will be, you can take mu naught by 2R outside, out of the root, and this will be 1 square plus √3 square. Alright, so this This will be 3 plus 1 4. 4 का root 2. 2 से 2 खत्म. So this will be mu naught by R Newton per ampere meter. This will be the resultant magnetic field magnitude. So the magnitude is this much. We have to calculate the direction also. We need direction also. So direction will be calculated from any of the one magnetic field direction. I am considering the direction that resultant is making theta angle with the B1. Alright. So this will be tan theta is equals to, consider this is B2, so this will be also B2. So B2 upon B1, B2 magnitude upon B1. ये तो वेक्टर सही है. This will be value of B2. Put the value of B2. Put the value of B1. This will be root 3 only. So tan theta root 3 means theta will be 60 degree from B1 side. 60 degree from B1 side. Alright. So this is all about our this chapter. Now let's start or let's solve some questions from the current electricity chapter. Now see some questions related to current electricity. Alright. First question, we will discuss some 1 marks and 2 marks question. Then we will move to larger questions having marks 3 or 5. Alright. So first question, which is asked in CBSE 2018, it is of 2 marks. 2 bulbs P and Q have their resistances. Firstly, see, this current electricity question is chapter is very important because numericals from electricity is mainly asked from this chapter only. Whether it is meters bridge, whether it is potentiometer, cells and batteries, this type of questions is asked from this same chapter, that is current electricity. So come to the question. 2 bulbs P and Q have their resistances in the ratio 1:2. Alright. Connected in series, firstly connected in series, then connected in parallel across a battery. Find the ratio of the power dissipation in these bulbs. Means first case, bulbs are connected in, if I say this is a bulb, alright, these two are connected in series across a battery, and then in second case these two are connected in parallel. Alright, first, second bulb across a battery. These are the 2 cases. Alright, so this is P, this is Q bulb, this is P bulb, this is Q bulb. In this case, current I will be same. I यहाँ पे भी होगी, I यहाँ पे भी होगी. Alright. See, these 2 bulbs will behave as simple resistances. Alright. So, in this case, current will be distributed at this junction. Alright. But the potential, if I say potential V is applied, so V will be same. V यहाँ से यहाँ will be same. So in parallel case, potential will be same in both bulbs. In series case, current will be same in both bulbs. So let's come to the solution. First case, series. Alright. So we want to calculate power dissipation. Okay. So if I say power of P bulb and power of Q bulb are PP and PQ respectively. So power of P bulb upon power of Q bulb is written as, just because we are considering series case, current will be same. If I say resistance of P bulb is Rp and resistance of Q bulb is Rq. So this will be I square R for P upon I square R for Q. Alright. So this will be, just because current is same, it is simply Rp upon Rq. But the resistance ratio is given. It is 1:2. So this will be 1/2. So we have got the power dissipation ratio for series. Alright. Now come to the second part. Parallel. Alright. In parallel, P power for E, PQ power for Q, the ratio will be equal to C. This time potential is same, current is not same. So I am going to use the expression of power P is equal to V square by R. So V square by R for P bulb upon V square by R for Q bulb. This will be V square cancel out, reciprocal R Q by R P. And if Rp by Rq is given as 1:2, so Rq by Rp will be 2:1. So this will be the ratio for parallel arrangement. Alright. So this is what the question is asked. Power dissipation ratio. Now come to next question. Here, in our second question, we have an arrangement of battery and resistances like this. This battery of 12 volt and it is a cell of 12 volt with internal resistance 2 it is 2, alright, 2 ohms. It is a cell. Another resistance is added in series 4 ohms with an ammeter. Alright, an ammeter is also placed here. Ammeter. Alright, this is our arrangement. This is a cell having internal resistance 2 ohm and EMF is equal to 12 volt. EMF is equal to 12 volt for cell. Alright, so we have a question like this. Show that a voltmeter when placed across the cell and across the resistor. इंटर बारी बारी करके लगाया गया gives the same reading. This question is asked in CBSE 2016 in 2 marks. CBSE 2016 2 marks question. Generally 5 marks question is asked from this particular chapter, 1 2 marks question and 1 3 mark question. Alright, so solution, we have to consider two cases. First, voltmeter when placed across the cell and across the resistor. Resistor means this resistor. It is saying, firstly, connect a voltmeter parallel to the cell like this across the cell in first case, and in second case, in first case मैं पहले नहीं ले रहा हूं, जब वोल्टमीटर को ऐसे जोड़ दिया, फर्स्ट केस कौन सा है, प्लेस्ड अक्रॉस द सेल, V voltmeter placed across the cell. Voltmeter is placed across the cell. All right. So in this case, this is the EMF is given as 12 volt and 2 ohm resistance is given. So E is equals to E minus V is equals to IR. This you have studied. E minus V is equals to IR, जहां R इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस है. ये कहां से आया है, या याद होता होगा, V is equals to E minus IR. किसी सेल के लिए टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज इक्वल्स टू EMF माइनस I मल्टीप्लाइड बाई इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस. कितनी करंट उसके अंदर है. अब इसके लिए हमको सबसे पहले क्या चाहिए, सबसे पहले हमको चाहिए करंट. ठीक है, तो अगर मान लीजिए ये वोल्टमीटर यहां नहीं है, ये यहां पे नहीं, इफ नो वोल्टमीटर इज देयर, रहे तो भी कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पर मैं समझाने के लिए इजी कर रहा हूं. अब मैं आपसे कहूं कि इसमें से करंट कितनी ड्रॉ होगी इस 12 वोल्ट वाले से, तो 4 ओम का तो ये रेजिस्टेंस और वही सीरीज में जुड़ा है 2 ओम के इस रेजिस्टेंस से, टोटल 6 ओम का रेजिस्टेंस. ऑलराइट, तो 6 ओम का रेजिस्टेंस 12 वोल्ट की बैटरी, तो कितना करंट होगी, एज I will be equals to 12 वोल्ट डिवाइडेड बाय 6 ओम. क्यों, 4 प्लस 2 सीरीज में है, दिस विल बी 2 एम्पियर्स. ऑलराइट, now use this in this relation. alright, equation 1 में इसको आप यूज करिए. V निकालना है, V को इधर ले आओ, IR को इधर. V is equals to E minus IR. E is EMF of the battery, that is 12, minus I is 2 करंट हमने निकाला है 2 एम्पियर. वही 2 एम्पियर करंट इस सेल में भी बहेगी जब वोल्टमीटर ऐसे लगा होगा, तो इसके अंदर से यही आई करंट बह रही होगी. ठीक है, सो 12 माइनस 2 मल्टीप्लाइड बाई व्हाट, आर. इंटरनल रेजिस्टेंस इज 2. तभी इसमें से पता चलेगा कि कितना टर्मिनल पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस ये ईएमएफ दे रहा है. तो 12 माइनस 2 टू द 4, 8 वोल्ट्स. दिस इज अवर फर्स्ट केस. नाउ कम टू सेकेंड केस. फर्स्ट केस V1 नाम दे दो इसको, V1. Okay, so this is first case. In second case, voltmeter connected across the resistor. Voltmeter connected across resistor. Voltmeter is connected across resistor. This time, this voltmeter is removed from here and it is connected here in parallel across 4 volts. Second case. So in this, the external resistance will be used. Which external resistance? 4 ohm external resistance will be used. So, but the current will be how much? Current will be this 2 ampere, यही तो बाहर में बहेगी, लेकिन रेजिस्टेंस कौन सा यूज होगा, एक्सटर्नल वाला, सेल वाला में. V2 will be equals to I, the same current will flow through 4 ampere multiplied by external resistance R. So it is equals to I multiplied by 4, that is 2 multiplied by 4. It is also V2 is equals to 8 volts. So you can say V1 and V2 are same. As asked, the question gives the same reading. यही हमको दिखाना था. ठीक है, ये बात हो गई हमारे 2 क्वेश्चंस की. In next class, we will discuss some more questions and then we will come to strictly 3 marks questions which is generally asked from potentiometer and meters bridge arrangement. Alright, so next class will be very important. Alright, thank you.